Hi, YouTubers. This is Mark Henry, back again, ready to give you information on the paranormal and the occult, possibly even to help improve your life. Alright, so today I wanted to talk about a subject that I've been meaning to talk about for the last few weeks, but I just haven't gotten around to it. I don't know if any of y'all saw in the news how, I believe it was the end of February, that there were a group of witches who wanted to restrain and bind Donald Trump. Alright, so what these witches were wanting to do is to do a binding spell. So a binding spell basically means that they're not trying to harm Donald Trump. What they're trying to do is to neutralize his efforts to keep him from harming other people and ultimately to remove him from office. Okay. So, and they even published the ritual. I took a look at it. It showed a piece of an orange candle, had his name on it. And honestly, I didn't know what the orange was about. I thought, okay, was it the orange to add more spiritual power to the ritual? Is this some type of dig about his skin color when he had that spray tan thing going on? I don't know. But I might have done something different than the orange. Also, they had representations of the four elements to call upon that. They had a picture of him. They had all of their different little items and a nicely written incantation. So, like I mentioned, they're supposed to do this once a month, on the waning crescent moon for the next few months, possibly even until he gets impeached or somehow removed from office. Okay. So, that's what they were trying to do. There was even one group that met and started to do their little ritual outside of Trump Towers, which was pretty creative, because at least they have one element in their favor, and that they were actually on the grounds of where Trump works and where he spends his time. You know, in other systems, like in Hoodoo, what they'll do is if someone wants to target somebody, they'll go to their house and throw some baneful type of things into their yard, cayenne pepper and different things, in order to try to have some type of negative effect on them. So at least they were actually thinking, or maybe it was a coincidence, I don't know. In any case, what came to my mind after reading all this is this actually going to work? And I have some serious doubts about whether it'll work or not, for the following reasons. One is, okay, you have a group of people who are casting magic against Donald Trump to bind him. However, you also have many of Trump's supporters and followers saying prayers of protection for him. So there will be some type of resistance for this magic. Point two is that Donald Trump has a lot of money and a lot of wealth and a lot of resources. He can hire his own witches, sorcerers, and magicians to protect him. I don't know if that's something that he would consider doing, or if that resonates with him, but it's definitely a possibility. There's also the fact that there are many, I don't say many, there are conservative magicians out there. You know, not all magicians and witches and everybody are liberal. In fact, if you believe the information that's out there, as far as the legends, Illuminati, and different types of things, and about occult orders occupying the wealthy and the elite, at least if you believe 10% of that, you know, it's possibly true that some people have acquired their wealth and their power through occult means, and if they like Donald Trump, they could actually use that influence to protect him. So there's that too. Another thing is, okay, so they're doing a spell, and they have the orange candle with a photo and his name inscribed on the candle. If they were doing a general working, I think that their spell would have a much more possibility of succeeding. They didn't have some key things that if you really wanted to target somebody for magic that you would need. They didn't have any blood, hair, fingernail clippings. I know those are hard to get. But you need objects that are very personal to them in order to completely kind of do the ritual and tune into that in order to affect them. That's why I said that earlier that that one group of witches that were actually at his place of employment where he works is probably maybe a little bit closer to the truth and succeeding. Also, another thing is that these witches, because they're doing this spell and do this magical working and they're going up against these obstacles, there is a chance, a very real chance, that they're going to get some energetic backlash from this. In my mind, I was thinking, okay, if you really wanted to do this, it's great that you had so many people helping, but you also created publicity, so you lost the element of surprise. It might have worked maybe a little bit better if you got a group of people, kept it quiet, and then do it on the sly. Not that I'm advocating doing any type of magic against Trump, but it seems to be more strategic in my mind as a sort of intervention, something more covert. I guess in the end, my feeling is that if Trump gets removed or impeached, it won't be because of the witches and their magic. It will be for other reasons. All right. Well, thanks for listening to me. Please like and subscribe. And again, if you want to check out my Facebook page, please do so. There's some interesting stuff on that, and I'm also on Patreon. So, all right, peace.